Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Rebellion, the Eagle's Shadow. We are on Chapter 4, Fighting Fair. One of the knights we killed was carrying a note that said a friend of Montferrat, a famous knight, would be arriving in the city to serve as Montferrat's bodyguard. If even half of the stories about this knight are true, he could prove a deadly obstacle to Altaïr. We must catch him unawares before he reaches his charge and destroy him. The note mentions that he will be arriving by ship, so we will set our ambush at the city docks. All right. I'm interested how they're using the executioner model rather than a knight model for this, but I guess that is what it is. We'll go in with our normal heroes. You'll notice actually I am out of rift tokens, which can be an issue. Now, in this particular case, I have one of these animus challenges, which granted some, but otherwise you may need to buy tokens. Generally, because I've been recording these in succession, that's why you're seeing that. You can buy rift tokens if you didn't know off of your daily selection. You get 100 of them at refills. You can also carry up to 100, means it will actually, you can actually carry more than 100, but you can only earn up to 100. Once you hit over 100 rift entry tickets or whatever, it will not allow you to accumulate any more. And generally, if you're not using like their optional subscription, it takes about 24 hours in order to go from 0 to 100. So judge accordingly. One thing I will note is, in most cases, and I say in most, not every Rift event is the same, you can make it all the way through an entire chapter using the base 100. Now, there is 1 or 2 Rift events that actually have like 8 or 9 story missions to them, not 5. So it actually takes more than 100 to finish a single difficulty tier. But in this particular case, for most of them, you can finish the entire tier using 1 set and then still have some left over. All right, we'll go in and start this mission. We have to kill his bodyguard. Montferrat's champion will be arriving at the docks soon. Then let us greet him, shall we? All right. Man, once again, it would be really awesome if I had an assassination hero. It just seems like, unfortunately, Hey, Yusuf, why'd you, like, literally run behind him? That was sort of weird. I don't know if that was just a graphical glitch or what, but it is what it is. All right, once again, we have 2 different options. We either make our way through the castle or we go along the roof. I think I'm going to try going along the roof this time because Yusuf has this ability right here to jump over these scaffolding and generally bypass some enemies. It looks like, yeah, that's the thought pattern. The rooftop will allow you, if you have a powerful navigation hero, to bypass enemies through means of your navigation skills. So something to take note of. You will have to use your enforcer eventually, like right here. But in my case, because I have Guillermo, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Again, right here, this calls for a navigation hero to complete. Otherwise, you're just going to fall. Oh, look at that. So we actually have 2 options. I'm going to break through this gate. Why? Because there was a fairly good chance of a treasure chest. Oh, wow. Even at 95%, I failed that time. That's unfortunate. Sometimes there may be enemies, so unless you've done the map a lot, you may have some issues. Now, I can't tell if this is also an alarm because it looks like there's a bell behind it, but I think it's just a standard trip trap with caltrops on it, which, unfortunately, even with my high agility, I still got unlucky, and now I'm bleeding. But I won't be using Yusuf going forward. I will actually use Guillermo for this next part because I have to take out this knight. Ah, look at that, the champion. Ah, I see there are more of you scurrying about than Sir William expected. Enough, you think, to stop me? So you are Montferrat's cudgel. I think you will find us tougher game than you are used to. I do hope so, little viper. It has been some time since I've had a good fight. Come then. One or all, it matters not. Oh, well, he is... Wow, check out his health. He was over 10,000 health. Just to mind how much health this guy actually had. Well struck. Though it'll do you no good. What meaning have you? Montferrat knows you are coming. Your friend is walking into an ambush. I was simply an assurance. Oh, well. We must hurry to break this ambush. Altaïr is in danger. So you're starting to see the ramp up of this little mini story. We actually finished that mission. That final boss may have, of that mission is fairly tough. You saw how much health it took from Guillermo, who is, again, the highest damaging hero you have. I actually think for anybody, he will be the highest. He's the cream of the crop when it comes to damage. So, just note. So we'll go ahead and collect our rewards and move on to the next one.